want a war, you're going to get one.
What was that? He had enough time for one more play.
He had an opportunity to win that game every game.
But the referee screwed us. The brother screwed us.
I'm upset, but
the brother screwed us.
At least they fought back and tried.
Only Cowboys game.
You
The
literally
brother screwed us. The brother screwed us. We had one man opportunity for one more play.
Dallas still stinks. You by the way, keep Dingbat here. Welcome to day 5 of practice. I'm sorry I'm a little late. I'm switching everything over to my wife's computer, trying to get my stuff on here. It's a pain in the ass. You have no idea. What is happening, everybody? How you guys doing this morning? Go ahead, go play. James, what's going on? Philip, Big Max, Eduardo, Brandon, Twits. What's going on? Justic Joan. What's going on? Richard. I think I said Twits. Same Black Ninja. Jay. Papa Eagle fan. What is happening? J215 Hood. Dynasty. Big Max. Anybody I missed, I apologize. Big More Gruntsmith. Happy emoji. Philly the Boy True Eagle. What is going on? We are practicing once again. And let's go right to what's going on in camp. Let's get caught up. Now look at this stupid thing. There's all stupid things here. There we go. Everything has got to get reset. Everything. It's a bitch. All right, so Lane Johnson not practicing today. Toth out there. Let's go. There we go. So there's Becton once again practicing. He's going to play right tackle today. Yeah, your kitty's there. What up, Drix? What's going on? No, my computer is shot. It's got to get fixed. It's gonna be like 2 weeks probably, I imagine. I don't know how quick it'll be. But now I'm thinking it's not the display and it's some sort of graphic card because when I hook it up to like a computer or another monitor, it's just all black. It doesn't even show up. But it's just turning into like a nightmare for me. What up, Philly? Now I got something to listen to at work. You know it. Let's get caught up. Here's Lane Johnson. Looks like Lane's got the day off, by the way. A lot of Becton practicing. Let's catch up. There you go. Quinyon Mitchell, for all those that want to see. Our first look at Mitchell, really. At least for the day. Lane, I just want to catch up. Eagles using volleyball to aid practice, break up quarterback battle. Okay. That's good. Becton, right tackle. More offensive line. Here you go, defensive back drills, and we caught up. We are caught up. We have the best running back doing. Who's the other running back besides? I'm confused about who the other running back is. I know we got Barkley, and I love Barkley. Who the hell's the other running back? Hey, Philly, what up, brother? I hope you're doing well. Really enjoy the content. Definitely continue. Thanks, man. I'm going to continue. We're going to stay busy. We're going to work through this computer issue thing going on right now. That's for sure. It's just, I don't know what to say, man. It's like the most annoying crap ever. Let me get over. I got clips I need to get over here. I need to transfer. There we go. These are some clips I have saved so far. These keep getting longer and longer. Pause as every day goes by. God, this thing sucks. My wife has a MacBook Air, and they don't have enough. Can you hear me okay? Is the sound okay? Because I can't use my microphone because she don't have enough plugins. Man, stop going live while I'm at work. I almost beat my boss up. Why is that on me? Are you ever going to bring back your old intros? I have been bringing them back on my channel membership, which, damn it, reminds me, I just probably lost all my month work. I was just getting ready to release. We can't have sound. Donald says, man, 500, are we going to be nasty under Vic? Definitely. Yeah, we hear you. Okay, good. Sounds good. Okay. No Gainwell. Let's see. Let's see if there's any updates here. We've got to constantly refresh. There's an alligator that got killed. I don't know why that's in my feed, but those things always end up in my feed. Defensive back drills. That's the last update we have so far. So they're still doing drills. Question is today, who is going to do what? Will Ringo start? That would be, what, 3 days in a row? Is Mitchell get first team reps? And does Nakobe Dean get any play at first? Speed Eagle 215 or 225, what's going on? I've never smelt the guy. I would not know. I couldn't tell you. Do you think about this often? Bradway Gainwell and a 7th for Damian Pierce. I don't think they would do it. True Eagles, I appreciate doing this, Philly. Got a lot of things going on in life, and it makes things disappear for a little bit. I appreciate that, man. I get it. Believe me. Fangio walked down the field with Trotter Jr. I want Trotter Jr. getting reps, man. Let's get some reps. Mark probably smells like onions and hot wings. I do not think about this. There's a lot of crazy things I think about. What he smells like is not one of them, I have to admit. Let's see here. Eagles head coach Nick Sirianni said tomorrow's practice will be the first. So tomorrow we got pads. You definitely want to be here for that tomorrow. I don't think Dean makes this team. Haven't heard. I don't see how they would. I don't see how they will cut him. I don't see how they would cut him. But I think I think it's going to be an issue. I do. Yeah, full pads tomorrow. So definitely be here for that. I'll be on early. Eduardo says, "Yo, Philly, what do you think will be the outcome of James Bradbury with his role spot?" I think Bradbury's going to get traded. I think he'll get traded for like pick 2 years down the road, like a 7th. It'll be something really, really cheap. But I don't think Bradbury. When I close my eyes and I think about the roster, I can't see Bradbury on this team week 1. Back there's like Cooper DeJean on the line. You can put him anywhere. That's exactly how they need to use Cooper DeJean. You know what I'm saying? Quinion looks good. He might get to start. Let's see if he gets some first team reps today. That's what I want to see from him. First team reps. We'll see. They now, for those that don't know, they can put up video of the drills. But once they get on like 707s and 1111s, they have to cut the cameras off. Pads tomorrow, man. I can't wait. Joshua, you need to talk to Spirit. I'm all down with it, man. Listen, there's so much going on that I can't even talk about that. It's just unbelievable. What's up, Philly? How's against the Dallas Lakers? Doing great. Doing great. So many corners getting hurt. Bradbury will hopefully get traded. I hope so. I mean, the Eagles really don't have much of intention to put him back at corner. There is no shot that the Eagles are going to put Bradbury at corner and say, "All right, you're the starter week 1." No, he's playing mostly safety. They'll use him at corner on occasion, but that job, that spot, that job is wide open right now. I think Dalvin Cook would be a good hire, to be honest, signing. I mean, you think we got Kenny Pickett just in case of an injury, then use him to trade when a team desperate draft picks? I think that's part of it. I think the Eagles always want to have a young quarterback who they can kind of like try to build up and then trade. So I think possibly. They liked him. We know they liked him going into that draft because they went and they bought him a big dinner and everything. So there was some interest. JJ Rock Philly, what's up, my man? How are you? Hey, Phil, I'm going to open practice on Thursday. Can't wait. Yeah, that's going to be fun. I'll be streaming that live. Me and Joey will be streaming that together. We should have a shakedown tonight as well. Isaiah says, do you feel like the team needs to run through Smitty and AJ or ground game with Barkley or Hurts? And who's starting at guard? I think Tyler Steen will start at right guard, but it's early yet. The other thing I'll say is I think early on in the season, I think you rely on Barkley a lot because you got a new coordinator. I mean, it really depends how well the transition to this new offense is going. But kind of to get started, a good idea may be to use Barkley a lot. I'm waiting on the Simmons signing. Me too. First game, Saquon's going to have like 45 carries. I don't know about 45 or 30 or anything like that. I think he will get a lot though. Tybee's a shakedown, yes. Yo, Philly, what's up, King David? How are you doing? I'm doing great, my man. How are you? Our offense should run through Goddard. We are a different team when he's involved. He's just got to stay healthy, you know? All right, here we go. So we got 11 on 11. First team. This is 3 days in a row. Let me see. You guys see this? Here you go. 3 days in a row. I mean, dude, we're talking about 3 days in a row. Ringo has to have the inside track at that starting corner. Darius Slay and Kelee Ringo. So starting 11 on 11s for 3 days in a row is Ringo. Devin White, Zach Bond. That's not even a competition, man. I don't even, third day for Ringo, first up. That's right. 3 days in a row for Ringo, first up. First was Rodgers. Fourth day for White and Bond, first up. Darian Kennard getting some work there. And so we got you have to believe that Ringo is now got the inside track to start on the outside over Isaiah Rodgers. I be watching preseason on my vacation. I'm going to Florida. Oh, that's very cool. Ringo Island, yep. Now, he hasn't played in a game or anything yet. Pads haven't come on yet. But, man, it looks like Ringo's making a little move. Eduardo says, I'm not mad at that with Ringo. He's heavy hitter. No, I'm not mad either. Listen, as long as they're basing it on the best player playing, as long as it's not like how he's saying, well, we drafted Ringo, we trade up for him, we want him to start. As long as there's none of that hanky-panky stuff going on and it's straight up, he's catching my eye, I'm okay with it. They're not signing Simmons unless someone get hurt. Consider if possible. Let's not forget about Sidney Brown coming back too. I don't think you can count on Sidney Brown this year. And I say that being a person who's a big fan. But when a guy comes back from that injury, and he had it in November, that injury, you're never 100, unless you're Adrian Peterson. You're never 100%. You never have your speed, your full burst that following year. I think it would be stupid for the Eagles to put that much faith in Sidney Brown this year. I think take the pressure off him 1 year and let him come back. And then when he's ready to go, he'll be fine. So you see Saquon being used like Westbrook in the way. I see him used multiple ways. Yeah, I do. Maybe it will be like that. Oh, remember when they used to do it, Westbrook, where's Waldo? Maybe it'll be something like that. 300 people in the chat. Let's hit that like. Absolutely. I have no idea how many people are in here. Why can't I see it? Oh, because everything's small on this computer. I trust Vic, the best player, whether that's Ringo, Rodgers, or Mitchell. Yeah, I think so too. Got to get Simmons out of our head, laugh out loud. Ain't happening. Our safeties are fine. I don't know if I can agree, Jason. I don't know if I can agree. If you have to put Bradbury as your number 2 safety, because why? Are you really trying to build up his trade value by saying he's playing second string safety? I mean, that doesn't move the needle. So if you're moving him over there because you need depth of safety, then you need a safety. There you go. Jordan Davis blows up the first play of practice today, get into the backfield so quickly. That was play was basically dead. Let me see if I have it here. All right, so we got some updates here. Can you guys see this? Let me get this up. All right, so Fred Johnson opens as first team right tackle. Who the hell's Fred Johnson? Lane Johnson watching, helmet in hand. Fred Johnson, our right tackle. Lane Johnson. Lane is watching, so maybe a rest day. Becton starting at right guard. That's because Steen is out. Ringo and Slay at corner. Defense White and Bond. Becton, first team right guard. Sirianni said earlier that would happen with Steen out. Hennessy, second team right guard. Becton, first team right guard. Steen out. Fred Johnson. I haven't seen anything on where did you see the thing on Jordan Davis? Lane Johnson, I think it's a rest day. Some of those veteran guys, what they do is they like to go out and they like to give those guys, days off, stuff like that. So I could see them just giving him an extra rest day. Whew. I got to take my computer in at 12. Drew Johnson, what's going on, man? How are you? What's my expectations for Hurts this year? At least top 5 quarterback play. I'll say that. Franco, what's going on, my man? Because my pod's on 1 month away. Here we go. I'll drink to that. Jordan Davis cut his hair. Whatever works. The Lane don't need to work. Save him for when pads come on. Yeah, pads tomorrow. Think about it. Lane, older veteran. You were off yesterday. You're going pads on Tuesday. You might as well give him a day off. That's exactly what the Eagles are thinking. Yeah, full pads tomorrow. That's what they said, Ethan. Kevon, my man, thank you so much, man. First super chat of the day. Appreciate you, man. Shout out to you. Thank you. He goes, what's the move on defense that makes you say us top 5? It has to be either elite pass rush play by the guys already on the team at edge, or you have to go out and get an edge rusher. Because I think that if you can make your pass rush like really, really good, I think you're there. And thank you so much, man. First super chat of the day, I drink to that. Trade Carrier says, I bet Rodgers play in the slot. Rodgers plays in the slot, then you know my counter move to that. DeJean at safety. Now, we talk about Simmons earlier and stuff. If you put DeJean at safety as a backup, let him rotate in, you don't need to go out and get Simmons, in my opinion. But if you're not going to move him there, then you need another safety. Let's see here. Veteran needs to help the rookies how to be good, fix some flaws, be Super Bowl. Yeah, and I think you're right about that. All right, let's pull some plays up here. All right, so Mekdi Bet, we already got the stuff on Mekdi Bet. Becton. Bradbury and Avonte Maddox were second-team safeties. There you go. So your second-team safeties are corners. So Maddox and Bradbury, second-team safeties. Isaiah Rodgers with a pass breakup in the end zone to break up a Kenny Pickett pass to Joseph Nagata. He's going to be an interesting guy to watch in preseason, Nagata, to prevent a deep touchdown. Rodgers' teammates were fired up to celebrate with him. All right, so Isaiah Rodgers responds to not starting. He comes out and big pass breakup. Do you think Mitchell DeJean will get a decent amount of snaps this year? I think so. I think in like dime packages, they will. I think outside corner, we'll see. Right now, it looks like Ringo is the guy. So I think by the time it's all said and done, it'll happen. It just may not be early in the year. Let's go. I want to see the defensive line eat tomorrow. Me too. Bring Simmons to Philly, right? Yes, hit that mother humping like more. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, geez, why we got Rodgers and what's his face at man. Here you go. Devin White. We got some Devin White stuff. Devin White looked pretty explosive, flying to Will Shipley after the running back made a short catch in the flat. White almost broke up the pass, instead was immediately able to push the running back out of bounds. I'm liking what I've seen from White this all season. I'm telling you, Devin White will be the steal of free agency. Martin Frank says, Will Shipley on a wheel route makes a nice catch on a 20-yard pass from Hurts. Next play, Gainwell does the same thing. Gainwell. There you go. Some interesting things. Just said on Philly Go Show, Kylie Ringo is a player I'd watch for cornerback 2 at this point. He's in there for the third consecutive day. Yeah, we talked about that. Jalen Hurts with a good ball to Will Shipley, who made a nice over-the-shoulder grab with his hands extended along the sideline. Saquon Barkley doesn't appear to be on the field. Why? That's what we got to ask. Where's Barkley? Dean is getting Dean's flat out Dean's getting reps. Dean. I'm thinking White. Dean gets reps every practice. He rotates in, but he doesn't start out there. He doesn't start as at linebacker. It's always Bond. George says, what's going on, Philly, at work right now? Appreciate the content. But thank you so much, man, for being here. We got over 400 people on a Monday morning. It's 7:43 for me. Thank you guys so much for being here. Clayton says he's not talked about much, but do you think CJ Uzuma will get decent playing time or even make the team? I mean, I think they want him to be the second string tight end. So I'm expecting that he'll be at least the third. But I think he's something we got to see in camp. I mean, I've heard nothing about the tight ends except for Dallas Goedert. Haven't heard anything about any of the other guys. It doesn't appear as Saquon is doing drills today. Where is Saquon? Will Shipley, multiple catches already. I think Shipley's going to be decent pass catcher out of the backfield, I said this before and I'll say it again. The Panthers cut Sanders. That would be a great backup behind Barkley. Makes our running back. I agree with you. I totally agree with you. Let's see here. Calcaterra has been born. I've heard literally one thing about Calcaterra. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I've heard only one thing about him. I mean, you guys are right. Maybe I just have missed it, but I haven't seen much on Calcaterra. And let me tell you, I actually like Calcaterra. Like from offense, from like a catching standpoint, I think he's good. He's just got to stay healthy. They're giving Barkley a day off since they are being pads. They might be, but why is he not on the field at all? If we really need a running back too, just go get Dalvin. That's what I would do. I did a whole video on that. I actually agree with you there. I've seen literally no reports on Calcaterra. I'm just being honest. And I could have missed them. You go through so many things that sometimes you miss it. Chris B, what's going on, man? He goes, what's up, Philly? Joined a bit late. What I miss? Did not miss anything. Yeah, here you go. Here's your not practicing. Can you guys see this? Probably not. Yeah, will not practice. Saquon Barkley personal. Owen Burks knee. Lane Johnson toe. So Lane's not practicing because of a toe. Must be don't hang out with Avonte Maddox, please. Don't hang out with Avonte Maddox, please. Oh, boy. So he's got a toe injury. I don't know. I guess Barkley's got a personal day off or something. So I guess he'll be fine. At least it's not an injury or anything like that. Lane Johnson, they're saying day to day. I've never eaten on stream, and I never will. You're a proud fembo? Fuck that. You got the wrong guy. I'm not even going to read. As soon as I read that, I ain't reading the rest of the shit. You know that. As long as he's not hurt, Barkley, we're good. Yeah, he's not hurt. Damn, it's right? Always the damn toes. What the hell's with the toes? Oh, see, now I've heard a lot about CJ Gardner-Johnson. I've heard things like CJ Gardner-Johnson is bringing the energy back to the defense, bringing the swagger back to the defense. CJ Gardner-Johnson could be what basically holds the defense together and as a foundational piece. So I've heard some good things about CJ Gardner-Johnson. My thoughts on Bryce Huff are very talented pass rusher. Let's see if he could do what he did last year again. Sending toes. Oh, my God. Do you remember that? Clayton says, we should bring back Ndamukong Suh for his veteran presence on the D-line and could definitely help out Jalen, Carter, and Jordan Davis. I have no issue with that at all. So the injury reports are all coming out for everybody now. Barkley is not there for personal reason. So that's okay. I mean, I could live with that. I never wear sandals. I haven't seen Deadpool yet. Cowboys are in a heap of shit with these recent signings and love to. Oh, yeah, with the signings and then they lost a linebacker. Can you eat on stream? No. You will never catch me eating on stream. The most I would ever do is maybe if I had a little hard piece of candy, I might suck on that. Pause. That don't sound good. But that'd be the closest, chewing some ice. But you'll never see me eat big meals in front of everybody. That's so disgusting to me. It's disgusting. CJ Gardner-Johnson is a beast. Let's go. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, that's a definite pause. It doesn't sound good coming out. Pause again. Eggnog on stream. Yeah, I'll drink on stream, but not eat. Jack says, top of the morning, 500. Same positions are concerned, but I still see 12 and 5. 13 and 4 team. Go Birds. Let me know if you're low on stogies. I will. I'm okay on stogies. I'm okay. I did smoke a couple about 2 weeks ago. I had a couple days where I did that. It was fun. Practice report, practice report, practice report. I wonder how long. I wonder if the last practice was 1 hour and 40 minutes. I'm wondering if this practice will be shorter. I haven't heard anything about Dean. Like, he's getting reps. He's getting second team reps. But I haven't heard anything. So, oh, Dean made a great play here, a great play there. Haven't really heard that. Do you know all the stream services we'll have to get to watch all the games? You'll have to get what? YouTube. You'll have to get Parent. Well, I don't know about. You have to get YouTube, Peacock. What else do you need? I don't know. Probably 9. Touchdown Smitty. Where did you see that? If there's another place to see these notes, you gotta tell me where they're at so I can get it. Let me see here. There you go. Let's pull this up here. So Zach Berman saying something that shouldn't be discounted. Johnny Wilson getting work on the inside with the ones. Interesting. Johnny Wilson getting work inside with the ones. If the Eagles don't add wide receiver, they could mix and match the wide receiver 3 depending upon matchup and game plan. Wilson is a different type player than Paris Campbell, the front runner for the spot, and John Ross, who's also worked quick. So you could use him essentially in like the red zone. Jalen Hurts, 45-yard touchdown pass to Devontae Smith behind Maddox. Great throw, but probably should have been blown dead. Milton Williams looked like he would have had a sack. Jalen Hurts, Devontae deep for a touchdown over Avonte Maddox. Milton Williams, however, might have had a sack before he threw it. So see, that's always a disadvantage that you get with the no pads and no hitting. Because, well, they'll never hit a quarterback preseason or in training camp, I mean. But here's the thing about the whole thing, right? He throws a 45-yard touchdown, great. Who's playing safety second string? Bradbury and Avonte Maddox. I don't like Avonte Maddox at safety. I don't like Bradbury at safety. So nobody could tell me they couldn't use an upgraded safety. You just can't tell me that. That Johnny Wilson thing is interesting. What's up, Mark? How are you? You still depressed? November 10th. That's a bot. Mark Holmes. Yeah, as soon as he said November 10th thing, I knew it was. Because we've already talked about that. Lazy Ford, it's the toe. It's always a damn toe. See, I don't like Avonte Maddox at whatchamacallit. Comments practice. We need linebacker safety, possible defensive line. You need a linebacker, possibly. I agree. Although I think you got to let those guys battle it out. Safety, it just seems like you're thin at safety, right? You're relying on guys who you want in other positions. And to me, if you really want to do that, if you're really going to mess with taking guys and moving them safety, then do it with DeJean. You know, and Justin Simmons knows Vic Fangio. You have the money. Go get him for 1 year. That's all you need to do. Am I streaming the first Eagles preseason? I'm not streaming the Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame game is on the night of the Eagles Open practice. So I'll be streaming the Eagles Open practice. Clayton says, I personally feel Max can make a good safety, good and all covered, and can tackle. What are you doing? I don't think he can because he's played safety before. And to me, it just hasn't worked. He's much better as a slot corner. I don't like him as safety. I have said this for a few years. I don't think he's a safety. George says, I think Justin Simmons will be an Eagle for 1 year deal. Bradbury will get traded Vikings 26th, 7th. Yeah, I think something like that is quite possible. Trevor Keegan with an arm injury. Yeah, that's not good. Let's see. Rookie offensive lineman Trevor Keegan injured his left arm apparently and is walking off with the trainer. That's not good. So we got some offensive linemen a little banged up. That's not good. Hopefully he'll be okay. I think this D will take maybe 4 to 6 weeks where the offense may need to win with. Well, remember the offense has a new coordinator too. So how much time is it going to take them? To me, the whole key to the defense is the pass rush. It's going to be Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter in the middle. Can they get push up the middle? And then I think that'll make those edge rushers' jobs a lot easier. We got 445 people in the chat. Make sure if you're new to the channel, hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Appreciate you guys being here. I do. 7:56 in the morning. It's early. Man, all our rookies are getting injured. We'll see when the pads come on. That's when it's going to get scary. Laceyford says Carter defensive player. I think Carter has a monster year. Monster year. Sam says, I feel like they're going to find a way to get Johnny Wilson to be on the field. Well, we just read that. We just read that by Zach Berman. With new tackling rules, him and AJ are going to be difficult to bring down. Then we literally just read that. Zach Berman said that the Eagles are looking at mismatching, changing out who's the number 3 wide receiver depending upon position on the field, who you're playing. So, like, between the 20s, it may be Paris Campbell. Inside the 20s in the red zone, could be Johnny Wilson. I don't think that's I don't think that's bad at all. Zach Berman says his biggest takeaway from the lineup today is that Lane Johnson and Tyler Steen are absent. The Eagles chose to play Becton at right guard. Swing tackle is an important role, especially considering Lane Johnson's value to the team. But Eagles are serious about evaluating Becton at guard. So far, Becton has played left guard, and what? Right tackle. Definitely hit that mother hump and like. Well, how many likes do we have? Let's see. It's a quiet day. I only got 174 likes. The fuck am I doing this? Let's go. Hit that likes. We got to at least have 200, 300 likes. At least 300 likes. From those highlights, Mekhi Becton looks like a monster. He's moving by. Absolutely. He looks like a monster. Have I ever played Rondé in high school? Feel like you were... No, I was older than Rondé. No, I never played him. Yeah. I haven't seen it. That's what people are telling me. I haven't seen it. Not saying you're wrong, but I have to see it. Phil, I told you Wilson's going to make this team. He's going to be very available for us. More by words, you heard it first. I hope you're right, some Black Ninja. What up, Game Time, Brian? I haven't played it yet. I haven't gotten it yet and played it. No. Have not. I will though. I will eventually. I mean, it looks good, I guess. I don't know. Just subscribe to Joy. Thank you so much, Houston. I appreciate that. Phil, it's all over. Aside Birds and NBC Pod with Rube. That's good. Yeah, that's good. I mean, I'm glad to hear it. I have to check it out. Let's see. Here's Sirianni. What is it? Sirianni repping Gainwell football camp. Sometimes I don't understand. That's great. I think we are going to find out how good Nolan Smith and Bryce Huff can be. We're going to find out soon. I think both can get double-digit sacks, especially if Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis do what we know they. That's what we need. If you get that, let's say you're getting Carter and Davis playing at a high level, and you're getting good pass rush from Smith and Huff, we're set. I think you're going to have a top 5 defense. I do. But you gotta get pressure. Last year we were one of the worst teams at getting pressure and getting sacks on third down. Like you can't survive that way. The year we go to Super Bowl, what do we have? We almost broke the record in sacks. I've been trying to tell you, I dream that Ringo has a big year. Your dream might come true. The guy started 3 times in a row. So you might be right. You might be right. John says, what up with the Naismith drop passes and muffin punts? He's off to a slow start. You know, he missed all OTAs all spring with an injury. I still say this, the talent's still there, and we'll be all right. We'll be all right. Phil, I need the bucket hat. Free and go. I'm ready for all right, you got it. You got it. Philly 500 live from Rams versus Eagles. From the Eagles game. I don't know. We'll see. That one's always up in the air. We'll see. Practice that. Yeah, it's been about practice is just about over. They practiced an hour and 40 minutes on Saturday. So I don't think they're gonna with pads coming tomorrow. I don't think they're gonna have a big practice today. I will say no. I know he got beat by A.J. Brown. He also got beat by Paris Campbell, but I haven't heard anything too much. Filioso, what's going on, man? He goes, who do you think will get 100 yards from scrimmage, A.J., Smitty, or Saquon? Who will get 100 yards from scrimmage? When? What game? Like, which game are we talking about? The first game? Or you mean scrimmage to open practice? I mean, I'll say Saquon, no matter what situation you put him in. I think he goes off. I think the corner play is better than last year. The D-line will struggle, in my opinion. If the D-line struggles, that's going to be a problem. That's going to be a problem. Eagles offense scoring 30 points a game will help the defense. It will. It will, and the Eagles need to take advantage of that, and that's why I think they need to let those young guys play. Dave says, "Is Rodgers really good?" Let me tell you, Rodgers is not. He looks like he's losing the battle to Ringo on the outside. Looks like Ringo is taking that starting job right now. DeJean's special team. Well, yeah, DeJean's missing 3 weeks. He's playing catch-up now. It's catch-up time. Jordan Davis cut his dreads. That's a beautiful thing. I'm okay with that. There you go. Let's look at this more second-team safety, which is so exciting. Second-team safety, James Bradbury diving with a pass breakup on Kenny Pickett. Look at that. I would put it out on the news. I would break into ESPN. Everything that Bradbury made a play at safety. Get his trade value somewhere so we can move him. Bradbury is second team safety with a pass break of a short pass over the middle. There you go. Bradbury did something. Yeah, happy birthday to him. I ain't saying that, though. But happy birthday to him. Bradbury got to go. He's got to go. Ringo's perfect size. Let's hope he's as good as college, I think. Can he flick it? Yep. Carlos must be crazy. I don't know. The Bradbury thing is safety. It's a head scratcher to me. Nah, Slay's not going anywhere. Slay will not go anywhere this season. If Nolan Smith break out this year and Huff doesn't stay consistent, our D-line is in for a rough year. We already know what we have in interior with Carter and Davis, but the edges. If edge is a giant question mark. I think it's feast or famine at the edge, to be honest with you. But I think you have to make a move by the trade deadline. if you can't what you call it. Bald Eagle, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Shout out to you, man. I appreciate that. Because I might be the only person rooting for Bradbury. You might be. I don't, and I'm not trying to crap on Bradbury. I just don't think that there's room for him. You know, but you know, if I was seriously going to keep Bradbury, I'd keep him at corner. You know, so I don't know, but Bald Eagle, man, thank you for the super chat, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, Keegan, we talked about that earlier. He left early with an arm injury. We got some Nolan Smith stuff popping up here. Nolan Smith used his bend to dip under Fred Johnson at right tackle and sacked Jalen Hurts. Nolan Smith with a sack. How about that? Nolan Smith is back-to-back sacks on Jalen Hurts. Beat Fred Johnson with an inside move after first beating him on the outside. The problem is who the hell is Fred Johnson? Why is he starting at right tackle? I wonder if that was like Lane or Becton, I'd be like, yeah. But who the hell's Fred Johnson? But it's good to see Nolan go build his confidence up, man. Jason, man, thank you for the super chat, my man. I appreciate that so much, man. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. Shout out to you. Fangio challenging every player on this defense is how you coach. High standards a must. I agree. I couldn't agree more. You have to do that. You have to challenge these guys. I'm with you. Nolan Smith, 2 sacks, man. That's a good thing. I don't know who Fred is. No, I didn't get a new computer. I'm a mess right now with the computer situation. But Nolan Smith, 2 sacks of practice. We'll talk about that. I mean, seriously, who the hell's Fred Johnson? I don't remember him. Do you remember him? I mean, he must be decent. He's getting first look at right tackle. He's getting first team reps. But, hey, listen, Nolan Smith's sighting. Versus, if I was Kellen or Vic Fangio, I'd be sending out the resumes right now. Why wait until the end of the season? You think as resumes as a head coach or coordinators? A star will be born on our D that we didn't know about yet. Jeremiah Trotter Jr. Even though he's a few weeks behind, I can see DeJean starting at safety over Blankenship and Bradbury. He's hands down a better athlete, and sounds like they like Quinn on the slot. Yeah, they gotta give him some reps. But I think DeJean can catch up. He can play catch up. I really thought he had a chance to beat out Avonte Maddox in the slot, you know, but missing time hurts. I can't even, some of these things. It's the same dude. Jalix Hunt is going to be a stud. Jalix Hunt is going to be a stud. Nolan Smith, 2 sacks. That's great. We got 473 people in here. Thank you guys so much for being here. Appreciate you guys so much. Oh, Jalix Hunt, in my opinion, I believe Jalix Hunt will be a star. There's something about the kid. It just may take a few years to develop. Wild EJ says, my prediction for sack leader is Nolan Smith with 8.5. Okay. Huff with 11. Jalen Carter, 10.5. Sweat with 8. Jalix Hunt, 2 or 3. Davis, 5 or 6. Devin White, 5 sacks. That's not bad. I mean, if you're getting that kind of production, and especially with Huff getting you 11, we're good. We should be good. And then you got 5 from the Devin White, which I love. Jameson Smith, my man, what's up? Eagles says 500. Mag's a good player. He just can't stay healthy. So we can't rely on him to start because he can't stay healthy. Yeah, and now they've got him a second team safety. I don't like Maddox at safety. Game time, Brian, man. Thank you so much for the super chat, man. Shout out to you, everybody. Click the link, go sub him up. He does a great job. I will be on his show Wednesday. Game Time Brian says Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 500 joins Game Time Brian to talk Eagles, Cowboys, and the NFC. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Thank you, man. I appreciate that so much. Jalen's Hunt will be the next Trent Cole. I could see that. Ed says 500, the hype machine is at it again. Hurts is a turnover machine who will lead the league in interceptions. Kellen Moore, enough said. Hurts fumble. KC touchdown. It hurts so good. Hurts. I don't know. How's the Dallas Cowboys doing, buddy? How's the Dallas Cowboys? You guys signing anybody today or what? Maybe some more holdouts? You predict 60 sacks total? I mean, I'll take 60 sacks. That's not bad. Anthony says Jalen Hunt is a defensive end that Vic needs to be able to drop and rush. When he comes along, he will be a playmaker for sure and bring good vibes too. Yeah, there's something about the kid. He's got that like Brandon Graham type energy. I like what we get out of him. Fred Johnson played Cincinnati and Pittsburgh. Okay, I forgot Fred Johnson was on this team. But listen, he's got to be good enough to get second team reps. I trust Stoutland or whatever Stoutland does. So it's a very good showing by Nolan Smith that he had back-to-back sacks. I want to hear his name. We want to hear these guys' names. Nothing updated yet, though. Yo, what's going on, J-Dog? Because we're off today, but words is McCarthy tour is McCarthy, geez. No, I haven't heard much about Reed Blankenship either. King says, I think they're giving everyone a chance of safety because they know our two starters are always hurt and want to save money and stay in the house with the players on the roster. Yeah, I think they're probably trying to see what they got. Take a look, see what you got. Howie could always go out and make a move. There's still, there's a couple safeties that are still out there. Not only Justice Simmons, you got Quandre Diggs is still out there too. So I think Diggs is out there unless he signed. Did he sign with Tennessee or am I thinking of somebody else? Somebody just signed with Tennessee. Trotter had first team reps the other day. Haven't heard anything since though. So we'll see. Nothing updated. Wild says, my biggest loss for season is on offense. Saquon healthy and defense, pass rush. If we get both of these, we win a Super Bowl, but most important, coaching. Coach just has to stay out of the way of the other coaches. That's what we need. What up, 500? Just getting a chance to get on this. Anything interesting? Yeah, Nolan Smith had 2 sacks today. Thought that was pretty interesting. What else? Ringo starting for the 3rd day in a row at corner, getting first crack at first team corner. Looks like he's got the inside track and getting that job. Oh, Jamal Adams was signed with Tennessee. Yeah, so Adams signed, but I think Diggs and Simmons are still out there. Yeah, Diggs not a bad player either. Sam says there's going to be very difficult decisions to be made when it comes to cutting down 53. There's no way some of these guys will make it through the waivers practice squad. I agree with you. Yeah, Jamal Adams signed. Ringo right now is cornerback number 2. He's on the field playing. Let's see. Pads come out for Eagles on Tuesday is what we're getting reports of. So pads come out on Tuesday. Right guard Tyler Steen not likely to be ready for it, Nick Sirianni says. We might be at the end of practice here. because they're about an hour, and I don't think they're going to have a long practice today. Here's some offensive line work that was going on earlier. A Kennard. Let's see here. There's some defensive back work. Why you never bring up the fact that Hurts played terrible in the Jets game and got outplayed by Drew Lock in the Seattle? I mean, should I talk about it every day? I mean, I could just spend the whole off season talking about the Jets game and Seattle game. I mean, how many times have we talked about those games when they happened? What do you want me to do? Keep repeating it? I'm not talking about the Dallas game, the first game versus Dallas when he tore them up. I'm not talking about that. I'm on to the next season. We're in a new season, man. I'm not going to talk about the 2 games from the past that he did bad. I've already addressed those games. 500, do you have any prediction for our team captains this year? If we're allowed to have up to 10. We had 10 last year. I have no thoughts on captain. Whoever they want to play is fine. I mean, obviously Hurts, Lane Johnson will be one. Brandon Graham will be one. Darius Slay will be one. I would add C.J. Gardner-Johnson to that. And, probably Barkley. Reese says, why are you talking about last year and now we don't respond back to One Love? Yeah, I mean, it's like we could always find the narrative we want to push, right? If you want to push, Jalen Hurts had a bad year, he's bad. So you choose the games of which there were mistakes made or he played bad. But you could do the same thing. I mean, you look at the Dallas game, the second half of that Dallas game, the guy barely could get off the field with his leg, comes out and plays fantastic. The Eagles win. I thought that was an amazing performance, or the Buffalo performance yet. But I'm not talking about those games all the time because it's 2024. Dean equals catch-up time. Oh, man, Dean, I don't know. I don't know what to think with Dean. See if there's anything. Yeah, pads are out tomorrow. Let's see here. Anytime anybody say Hurts is a top 5 quarterback, they always bring up that he took a team to a Super Bowl, but you all never bring up that for Matthew Stafford or Jared Goff. Well, I don't know. Nobody's asked me what I thought of Matthew Stafford or Jared Goff. I mean, why would I talk about Jared Goff? He's not the Eagles quarterback. It's not like I'm ranking these guys and I'm ignoring those guys. Nobody's asked me my opinion on Jared Goff. Nobody said, what do you think of Matthew Stafford? So I don't know. I don't think that holds a lot of water. Why do I need to bring up Jared Goff when I'm talking about the Eagles? It doesn't make any sense unless you're playing them. You know what I mean? But I'll say this. In a big game, I'll take Jared Goff before I would take Dak Prescott. I mean, J-Dog says, Packers, Bears, Eagles, 49ers. Now, who in the NFC South could be good because the Falcons getting good, not going to lie. What's your thoughts that the people that I love the NFC going for a great... The NFC South, I don't know what to think about the Falcons. You assume because Kirk Cousins there, they're going to be better. They got some talent, and maybe they will. I'm not big on the Saints, not big on the Bucks. So yeah, I mean, Atlanta could be that surprise team in the South. But I think your best teams, your best 4 teams are Eagles, Detroit, and in no order, Eagles, Detroit, Green Bay, and the Niners. I think those are your top 4, and then I think there's a little drop-off. I think you get the Rams, you get Dallas after that. What's going on, Joe Got Locks? Shamar says 500. I'm not saying you're not consistent when you say Hurts, the top 5 quarterback, has never thrown 30 touchdowns, 4,000 yards season. Yeah, but you're putting words in my mouth because I don't remember doing a top 5 ranking. So it's like you're just putting words in my mouth. I haven't done any rankings. I have not ranked any quarterbacks. What I said about Hurts earlier was I expect him to have a top 5 quarterback year. But why would I talk about Matthew Stafford? Why would I talk about Jared Goff? They have nothing to do with the Eagles. It's not like you're asking me what I think of those guys. It just you could take that argument to other people, but I'm not ranking anybody. Not gonna lie, I could see the Panthers being sneaky good. I might be the only one, but I'm just saying, man, they made some moves all season. Ain't gonna be the Eagles, but I just don't know what to think of the quarterback. That's the whole thing with the Panthers. I don't know what to think of the quarterbacks. Philadelphia hates all its quarterbacks. Not me. I made it seem, well, that's just your interpretation. I literally I don't do rankings. I think they're a waste of time. To me, it's who can produce in the playoffs, who can produce when it matters the most. I don't need to watch Dak Prescott go into year 10 and 11 and be good in the regular season and lose in the first round. Same thing with Kirk Cousins. I don't. I have literally said nothing about anybody. All I said was that when people said, what are my expectations of Jalen Hurts? My expectations are that he's a top 5 quarterback this year. David Canales is the Panthers head coach now, turned Baker around, so maybe he can make. Well, you can't. Yeah, and I'll say this: you can't give up on a quarterback after 1 year. I don't think that's fair to Bryce, but I gotta see. I mean, I gotta see something. Philly loves Hurts and we love Wentz too. That's for low. Listen, I was a Randall Cunningham apologist. I was a Donovan McNabb apologist. This is what people called me. I was a Carson Wentz apologist. I was a Michael Vick apologist. I'm now a Jalen Hurts apologist. It is what it is. Philly, you still planning to lose 30? Yeah, I'm still planning on it. Yes. I remember the bet, if you don't do it, you work down. I don't remember that. But yes. Bro, I can name 10. Yeah, that's your opinion. You're entitled to it. My point is I have literally never said anything one way or the other about any of those other guys. So you can't say that I'm sitting there discounting them, because I'm not. I actually I would take Goff before I would take Dak Prescott. And not in the regular season, but in the playoffs, the guy wins playoff games at least. So practice is over, by the way. Becton talking to Stoutland. Let me see. Let me pull this up. Practice is over. Here you got Becton and Stoutland talking. You got players being in media. Bad drop on sideline, close practice. Jeff Neuberg, whoever, has a bad drop sideline, close practice. Devontae yelled, "Catch the damn ball." AJ followed up with, "Write that up." I don't even know who the damn Neuberg is. I don't understand why people can't analyze in the past and project for the future. Burrow was ranked number 2 in the NFL, and he was hurt. Yeah. Ethan says, I would take his turkey sandwich over Prescott. I mean, listen, Dak is a good quarterback. There's no doubt he's not. He's a good quarterback. The problem I have is that when you get into 8, 9, 10 years in the league and you can't win a playoff game, I got to move on. Yeah, Maddox is talking to the media. When you have talent like Barkley, it makes everyone else more serious, I think. Yeah, except for the Giants. They had Barkley. They had talent. They couldn't put anything around him. Jalen was second MVP voting 2 years ago, so he was top 5 that year. Listen, I'm not saying he's not. I'm just saying I have never sat down and ranked the quarterbacks. The only ranking I have ever given this year is I said there's Patrick Mahomes was number 1, and then after that, there's a drop-off to number 2. That's the only thing I said. I haven't even ranked anybody. I don't do rankings because to me, rankings are just opinion-based. It's like, what do you value more? Do you value 30 touchdown passes in the regular season, or do you value winning playoff games? That, to me, is what's more important. Yeah, Phil, I made it. I know. I have to go back. I have it written down, the episode. I'm 5.7 pounds. I still got time. Who do you think starts at corner come week 1? My guess right now, it's going to be Slay, Ringo, and then Maddox in the slot. They are useless because really the truth of the matter is everybody who ranks has different opinions of what they value as important. Now, losing weight is too tough. I ain't losing nothing. We're going to be the grave with this. I feel you, man. I feel you. They value 4,000 yards, but you're not a playoff winner. That's logic. Right. Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, I don't need, like, to watch Dak Prescott have a great regular season. It's like, what are you going to do in the playoffs? But you get a guy like Jalen Hurts in the playoffs, I believe he's got a way better chance of pulling out a game than Dak Prescott. And I believe that Jared Goff does too. And I know Matthew Stafford does. But, you know, some people don't rank that. Philly would be a bad to die. He didn't even play good against. Yeah, but look how he played in the Super Bowl. He was literally, arguably, the best player on the field in the Super Bowl. And he gets one more drive, he probably wins the Super Bowl. So you can bring up, he didn't play great against. He didn't have to. But in the Super Bowl, besides one fumble, he was fantastic. The only question I have about the Eagles is how healthy our guys stay, if positive the talent is there. But that, yeah, I mean, listen, that's the big question. We're already a little banged. We're getting banged up in the offensive line. Nothing serious. They're all day to day, but, you know, pads tomorrow. I honestly hope that start Quinion over Maddox in the slot and throw Q far. I agree with you. I agree. Some Black Ninja says Wilson will be a slot receiver season time. Highest Sky Wilson. He's my favorite rookie wideout. Yeah, he could be. Absolutely. I mean, it was an interesting thing, Berman. I'm going to go read up on what he had to say. Q to be starting nickel when Maddox goes down. Well, how will that change when DeJean comes back? Like, does Mitchell stay the second string slot, or does he get taken out of that role when DeJean is back? Because where are you going to use DeJean? Like, I don't know. Dude, don't be reading my stuff. I don't skip anything on purpose. Literally, that's the first thing I've seen that you wrote. But whatever you wanted to say, type it in again. I'll look for it. Philly, trade the Frenchman? Nah, you can't trade him. He's a rookie. He hasn't even played a game. Let's see here. Avante Maddox says he notices the Eagles wide receivers lining up in different spots more often. He said he's seen more Devontae Smith in the slot than he's used to seeing. That's a good sign. We want those guys. We want those guys moving around. That's for sure. So we'll see. We'll see. Why is Quinion a nickel when we need outside corners? He's our cornerback one of the future, not nickel. I think they're trying to find ways to get him in on the field. Because you have Isaiah Rodgers and Mitchell ahead of them. You have Isaiah Rodgers and Ringo ahead of them. They're trying to find ways to get him on the field. Plus, DeJean is the backup slot corner, and he's out. Wilson's 6'7". Yeah, he's big. Mir says, "See if Phil, you got to go to the doctors after doing my dirt." Okay, have fun. Jason, thank you for super chat, my man. Appreciate you. He goes, "Coaching matters. KC's safety coach has 5 rings out of 6 Super Bowls. It's more to it than running cones and blowing whistles. More is upgradable. Is an upgrade. Yeah, coaching does matter." 500. You missed a super chat. Did I really? Oh, I did. Oh, my fault. My fault, Danny. I apologize, my man. Thank you for the super chat. He goes, "Hurts makes players better. Dak makes them stink." I agree. You feel my 306 pounds, and I would join on the weight loss. I'll drop 20 pounds. All right, man. Let's do it, Lucius. I'm 5.7 pounds. That's it. That's all I've done. It's like it comes off so slow. Hey, Phil, you think Howie goes for Hayward? We need depth, more talent. I don't think Hayward will be the guy they go for. No. I think watch Matt Judon in New England. That's the guy I would watch. DeJean's progress will depend on how serious he takes those mental reps. Sure, he'll be a little behind because of the hamstring, but I think he'll be so talented he could be on the field week 1. Yeah, you know what'll be interesting is he's going to miss the open practice. He's going to miss the first 2 preseason games. Will he get any reps during that 3rd preseason game? That's what I want to know. Would you rather have Dalvin Cook or Miles Sanders? Why? I'll take Miles. I think Miles may have a little more pop still. I would take Miles. I have no problem with that at all. No problem. All right, guys. Well, listen. I got to get going. It's 8:30 my time. The Eagles practice stop. They're in pads tomorrow, so we'll be rolling tomorrow. Also, I think to be doing a shakedown tonight, and I'll have a post practice video coming out. I'm going to work on that now before I have to leave. I have to film that before I have to leave for work. So I want to thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And with that said, I'm going to get out of here and start recording my post-practice video. And, we'll be live tonight at around 8 Eastern. And I'll have a video between that. So you guys have a great day. Thank you for joining me. With that said, take care. Talk to you later, of course. Don't be a dingbat. Peace to every one of you guys in here. I'm out. Bye.
2 minutes to go. You have plenty of time.
Come on.
Oh, shit! Dad! No!
It's over! It's over! This game is over! Cut it off! It's over!
Fuck.
Congratulations, Green Bay! Congratulations, Green Bay! Congratulations, Green Bay!
I said run the ball.
Congratulations, Green Bay! Dak Prescott, you need to be fired today! That was on you, Dak! That was on you, Dak! That was on you, Dak!
I said run the ball.
That was on Dak Prescott!
Trying to feed him
Trying to feed the CeeDee Lamb! Trying to feed the CeeDee Lamb! You tried to feed the CeeDee Lamb! You got to give it to CeeDee Lamb! God! It's over! It's over, Dak! Put Trey Lance in the game. Trey Lance can't do worse than you.
I'm an idiot because I buy into this shit. Because here's the thing. I am a grown-ass man. And I talk the talk. It is killing me.
I feel it coming. I feel like it's going to take Jerry Jones taking. Cut it off. It's over.
Fuck.